Elvenhome, and I hope you enjoyed that shot taken with the contraption that you see in front of you. This is something of an impromptu episode in that on Monday those nice people from Amazon sent me a note of Easter specials they were doing, and among them was a spy pen that I'd had my eye on, which cost I think about £46. And they had it on special offer down to £21, and that seemed too good to refuse, so I didn't. And that evening the spy pen arrived, and that has allowed me to create a train cam at the right size for N-gauge, which is quite tricky. Most small cameras are encased in something that will not go under bridges and the like. And I'd seen on another YouTube video someone use a spy pen, and I was hoping I'd be able to do the same. And I have. What I'll do in a moment is take this to the desk, and I apologise in advance that in my excitement to get this working, I didn't do a video of me unboxing the pen and taking it apart, but I'll show you how it comes apart, which is very easily. How I've constructed what's there to provide me with a carriage to allow the camera to be taken around the track. And then after I've done that, this isn't a particularly long video, the last section is various shots that I've been playing with. It's not the most perfect yet. There's some flickering in places which I haven't quite worked out why it does that, because it doesn't in others. But I'll see you in a short moment once I've got this down on the desk, and then you can see some more footage of the layout from the line side. Okay, well, what I've got in front of me is all the bits of the pen when it came out of its box, and as you see, that's not even, I've not even bothered taking the bottom half of the pen out of its wrapping, or the various refills which allow the pen to be used as a pen, so that when you're being 007, you know, you can show that this is a real pen and not a spy pen. But all the important stuff is in the top half, of the barrel. The camera comes out when it's inside through a small hole just above the pen clip. I don't know if yes, you can see that. And from this end projects the USB plug that is on the back end of the camera. The important part for also is that you can unscrew the top, and when you unscrew the top, it allows you to extract everything from within the barrel, because this part here fits snugly in there, and you wouldn't be able to extract it from this end. Once you get the camera out, the lens, which is on the front here, yes, you can see that, is of course lying flat because it peeps out through the barrel. Whoops, through the barrel. So you've got to take it through 90 degrees to actually get it to look forward. And when I first did it, and I actually put the whole shebang upside down because I thought the camera had to be upright, but of course it needs to hang down. So I had some interesting shots of various engines running on the ceiling. The main problem I had was what would I use to actually propel as a cradle, essentially, for the camera. And I hit pretty quickly along the 15-foot Peco Bolster Wagon. It's the kit one, which is about £4 or £5. And it was okay. I had to take the centre prongs that sort of are meant to restrain the load out, or the two sets of prongs that are to restrain the load. But it really wasn't stable enough, and occasionally the camera would fly off as it went round a corner. And by a happy chance, I'd bought earlier in the week a Peco kit for the 15-foot Wheelbase Whisky grain wagon, and then realised when I got it home that it's completely the wrong period for me. I mean, this is the kind of thing. Given that I'm modelling late 40s, early 50s, then this kind of thing really didn't appear, well, certainly 30 years out of my period. But rather handily, it has a roof which sits on there, which is just the right size, as you may see, because it's been stuck onto the bolster wagon, to receive the battery and to hold, if you cut a slight bit out of the back, the barrel of the USB plug. And it also worked really nicely to fix the camera with a bit of super glue on the front. This keeps creeping forward. So that gave me the Wagon to move it round. I needed to use one of the shorter wheelbase Bolster wagons, really as a link between the engine and the camera, because this juts out. Any tender-driven engine would have a problem hooking up. In fact, this will hook up to the coupling, but this fouls on the bunker around corners, so it needs something as a kind of intermediary to allow everything to move around corners easily. And thus I have a train cam. Now what follows is my first attempts at using the train cam, and there's some things that I've still got to work out a little bit, because I've got some flickering light on it, which will be all to do with the way I was using it and the lighting, I'm sure, which I need to resolve. But that essentially, allowing for the 2 Peco kits which I've fiddled with. Oh, the only thing I haven't said is what it records onto, which is a micro SD card which sits in the back. You can just see it there if I take it out, which actually is very suitable for end size, end scale. And this I had to buy separately, and when I did, I bought with an adapter, so that sits in the adapter and that fits into the back of the Mac. And I'm preferring to do that rather than trying to read straight off using a USB cable. Once or twice the Mac has actually seized up, and I've got a pretty high spec Mac, fairly new Mac, which doesn't seize often. And this I've found an easier way to do it rather than using the Mac to read the images using the USB cable. So what follows is my first attempts at using the train cam. Hope you enjoyed them. And I just, as I finish, want to say thank you to all the subscribers that have come on board in the last month or so. Very pleased to have you along. Now over 700 subscribers, which is quite extraordinary. Didn't expect to get even over 50 subscribers when I started out doing this. And the next video, I suspect, will be in a couple of weeks' time, when I do the April update, and you'll be able to, I hope by then, to have some of the garden around the vicarage and to be able to show you the work that I've been doing in the churchyard generally. So until I speak to you again, enjoy the bit that's coming up. Thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, please like. If you're seeing it for the first time, please subscribe. It'd be great to have you along, and I look forward to speaking to you again. Bye bye.